So I don't know where to start. Was the pay per view good? Of course it was. Was it bad? Yeah. Second match, or second to last match. I I mean, I guess you could say I did well. I guess you could say that I did all right. Kickoff match was pretty shit. It was Natalia versus Mandy Rose. That, of course, should have been a Raw thing. Was not. Natalia won, and do note that kickoff matches do not count unless there's a title on the line. So I'm not counting this kickoff match as a win, but since it went down, I wasn't able to predict it. When it first came up, I said Natalia would win because why would Mandy win? Makes no sense. So then we kicked off Hell in a Cell properly. Do not know what the hell that was, but okay. Then we, I guess, started the show with the Hell in a Cell match. So we started with Bayley coming out, and she was in the Mick Foley. If you guys remember Mick Foley back in the day, he had a patch, like kind of jacket, so it's like black patches, red. So I thought that was pretty cool. Um, and then Bianca Belair came out with her, I guess, white outfit with flames, and she was rocking it with the title on her as well. So I liked the match, especially for the first time Bianca being in there. And the hair being used as a weapon. I loved the hair versus chair shit that they did. Bianca Belair was just whipping the chair at Bayley, or whipping her hair at Bayley with the chair. It was just freaking, and then using her hair as a weapon against Bayley, of course, tying, you know. So that's all. That's all said and done. But Bianca Belair is still your champion, like I predicted. What I did not predict was the second match of the evening, which was the Drip God versus the Swiss Superman. And the reason for this is because it's Father's Day. That's it. That's it. You literally even heard, I think Pat McAfee said that, it's Father's Day. When, as the matches, as Seth was just going to about to walk back. So this is the end of the feud completely. In my eyes, this is the end of the feud. So Seth Rollins winning, yeah, now I see why it makes sense. It's the end of the fucking feud. And it's Father's Day. Seth Rollins is a father. Cesaro isn't. I should have really thought about that. But I'm not going to let go of the Sami Zayn win. And I'll get to that after this match. Alexa Bliss won against Shayna Baszler. I'm pretty sad that Shayna Baszler, didn't come out with a victory. Again, I did hope. So I would have that was the only match that I would have taken a fair loss from. But Alexa Bliss came out with a victory. Obviously doing her, I guess, hypnotizing type shit on Nia Jax, and she smacked Reggie. Like she just, I took it. Completely bizarre. So Alexa Bliss beat Shayna Baszler, and I really like this match. It was pretty good, but Alexa Bliss, her character, she needs a whole work she's a whole work in progress. When I get to, and I will get to, when I get to the end of this, I'll talk about moving forward, which I always do, and I always do it in the results. But moving forward, Shayna Baszler better be putting that Money in the Bank ladder match, because if she's not, I'm gonna be highly pissed. She and Naomi deserve better, and I feel like they could both be put on SmackDown. Get the women's division on SmackDown a little bit better. Like, who wouldn't want to see Bianca Belair versus Naomi, or who wouldn't want to see Bianca Belair versus fucking Shayna Baszler? I've seen Shayna Baszler and Bianca on fucking NXT, so wouldn't be a problem to me if they got onto SmackDown. But I heard Mia Yim should be on SmackDown. Should have debuted, but didn't. So, something there. This is the one I want to talk about to you guys right now, okay? Sami Zayn. When I first made the prediction, I thought Kevin Owens was just going to come out and sweep the floor. Well, after fucking two, not one, but two Nigerian nails, he comes out, broken windpipes. Sami Zayn dislocates or hurts his arm. But I watched Talking Smack right before watching Kickoff. So, because I always watch Talking Smack and Raw Talk just to get myself entertained. But I watch them so I get to know what else is gonna, what their plans are. And SmackDown has a lot of, Talking Smack does a lot of big jobs there. So when Sami Zayn was on there, he talked about, karma and whatnot. I was thinking, oh damn, Sami's obviously gonna win. He's gonna end this feud with Kevin. That's his whole objective. He wouldn't be talking about karma and doing all this and that if he wasn't gonna end the feud. And then right on there, I would have if I was not away today, if I was able to watch Talking Smack. Obviously, you guys know I had probably enough time to go and fucking watch it. But I didn't have time at all. It was Father's Day. I was hanging out with my father the whole day. So I didn't have time to watch it. I didn't have time to send a tweet out and say that I'm changing my prediction to Sami Zayn. But the reason, and I'm not saying that this is the reason why, no, the reason why Sami Zayn won, it makes sense to me now, is because it's the end of the feud. Seth Rollins and Cesaro are done with their feud. We got to end Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens' feud and karma. That's it. That's it. That's the only reason why Sami Zayn won. Karma, and 10 the feud. If it wasn't for those two reasons, I probably would have went in Sami Zayn. But whatever. The Raw Women's Championship match. This match I thought was decent up until the ending. I'll explain why. The decency in the beginning of the match, obviously Charlotte Flair was so funny. She took the fucking title off the referee when the referee usually holds up the title. Takes the title and throws it at Rhea Ripley. So funny to me. I started laughing. I had a little chuckle out of it, but it was so funny. I thought it was funny. It was amazing to see that. The match was decent. I was trying, when I first saw most of the wardrobe the wrestlers wore, they had nothing really, only Bayley. I feel like Bayley and Bianca are the only two. Cesaro's attire was from WrestleMania Backlash. Seth Rollins is from WrestleMania. Yada yada. Yada. So I don't know. I like the Cesaro and Seth Rollins match, but Drip God, man, I should have went for him. Same with Sammy. But Charlotte, towards the end, here's what happened towards the end of that women's match, that Raw Women's Champion match. Rhea Ripley was on the verge of losing. So she said, you know what? Fuck being a nice girl. She takes, and guys, listen to me when I say this. I'm not kidding. This is how WWE must be so sensitive to disqualifications. I'll tell you how it ended. So we obviously know that when wrestlers are on the outside, sometimes they take the opponent's head and they slam it on the table, on the announce table, right? Well, there's that little board, wooden board, that says like the pay-per-view or the logo, you know. Some people take that off when they're going to do a table move. Well, when you slam that person's head on there, that's not a DQ. But when you take the whole freaking board and smack it into a fucking person's head, that's a DQ. That's literally what the fuck happened. Yeah, it's literally what the fuck happened. So outside of the ring, taking an opponent's head and smashing it on there like that, that's perfectly fine. But when you grab the damn board and you throw it at them, that's a DQ. That's how sensitive they are with that shit. After Rhea Ripley did that exact shit, fucking took the board and smacked it on Charlotte Flair, it ended in a disqualification. Then they started fighting in the ring. Rhea Ripley hit the Riptide, got out of the ring, and then they announced, your winner via disqualification, Charlotte Flair. But still, your Raw Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley. Now, I didn't predict this at all. I said Rhea Ripley would retain, right? So, here's how I do my shit. Here's how I do my predictions on it. Whenever that happens, obviously, there's two sides. There's obviously two different ways we could go. Really. I could say that my prediction is right. But then there'd be people on here saying, oh, well, Charlotte won the match, so you didn't get that prediction right. You didn't say Charlotte would win. Yes, but I did say Rhea Ripley would retain. And the other route could be, okay, well then Charlotte wins. But I could argue and say Rhea Ripley won. So here's what I'm going to do. I give myself some losses here, which is being wrong. So I'm going to give myself a right, and I'm going to give myself a wrong. So I was wrong about the ending of the match, but I was right about who wins the championship. Rhea Ripley retains, but Charlotte wins the match. There you go. I was wrong about the winner of the match, but I was not wrong about who the champion was still going to be. And then you have the Hell in a Cell match that I just really wanted to turn off the TV at that point because I was so tired. Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. Last chance inside Hell in a Cell. Drew McIntyre. There was one moment in time where I thought, you know what? What if Brock Lesnar's theme hit? Like, Drew McIntyre was just like, there was just a screen of Drew McIntyre's face, and I was thinking, Brock Lesnar, Brock Lesnar, Brock Lesnar, Brock Lesnar. No Brock Lesnar? Okay. That is literally what I was thinking. I was thinking Brock Lesnar was going to hit, bump, bump, ba-dum, bump, ba-dum, just comes out, wrecks the whole thing. Drew McIntyre's like, come on. And distracted by Brock Lesnar coming out, or his theme song, you just see Bobby Lashley, 1, 2, 3, done. He wins the match. Obviously, Drew McIntyre loses a chance, but then the Beast Incarnate comes out. He runs down. Like, I could just see that happening. Did that happen? No. Instead, MVP, what happens? The referee got knocked out, so the other referee on the outside had to unlock the cage, get inside the ring. 1, 2, as the door was open, guess who came in? MVP. MVP pulled the referee out. And, well, yeah, Drew got screwed over. That's the first of one screw over. The second screw over came to MVP because Karma's a bitch. The door got locked again. MVP was stuck inside. Drew McIntyre got his hands on MVP, started brawling with him. The second screw over came when Drew McIntyre thought he had the match won. And there's the, oh, well, I think I have the match won cliche. Drew McIntyre goes up, set up for a Claymore kick. Mr. MVP grabs his leg, holds him, And then Bobby Lashley out of nowhere just fucking rolls him up 1, 2, 3 with the most devastating move of all sports entertainment. You know what it is. Watch culture knows what it is. The surprise fucking roll up. And WWE, how many times are you gonna use that? That same fucking move. Like, I would have loved it if you made Drew pass out inside an LSO. I would have loved it if you just had him if you just speared him and just fucking pin him. 1, 2, 3, done. Would have been over. The highlight of that match, though, 2-1, 2, is when the referee's face is like, come on, bro, come on. What? Why are you doing that? And then the other one was when, if you did not catch it, Botch Guy, I know you're gonna catch it. You better did you catch that freaking thing? So Bobby Lashley put Drew McIntyre through that table. Remember that little chokeslam through the table? Okay. Well, the camera cuts to obviously show Bobby Lashley, but then it goes to Drew McIntyre on the floor. You can see a hand pop out and push like a table out. Now, I have two theories on who that could be. One, MVP. MVP could have rolled on the outside and just been over there and pushed a little bit, or, which actually I do not think, but I'm still going to theorize it. I think it's the first referee we had, but I wanted to rule that out because if you saw from the apron side, there was the apron right there. There was no apron. That was LED. So how could the referee, unless the referee hopped over and went in that way before Drew McIntyre got put through the table, that could be reasonable. But I think it's MVP who pushed his hand out. Or there's just some fucking guy hiding in the ring we don't know about. But catch that hand, Botch Guy. I guarantee you'll see it. You slow it down somewhere, you'll see the hand. Promise. But that's the results of Hell in a Cell. I think the Raw Women's Championship match could have done better, really. But I don't know. We got to wait until Raw tomorrow. But now, to make sure this obviously resolved video goes short, we got to talk about moving forward. So we got to move forward with WWE. So I'm not gonna do the kickoff because you already know where that's going. It's going straight nowhere. Bayley. I think Bayley for two things. We didn't see Sasha Banks actually come back. We did not see Sasha Banks at all. So if you want to, you could bring Sasha Banks on SmackDown for Bayley. I say enter in the Money in the Bank ladder match, unless you want to make it a triple threat match. But that means that Sasha has to come back. If Sasha does not come back, then Bayley needs to definitely. Sorry if there's a screen here. I don't think you guys can see that. If Bayley was, if Sasha does not come back on SmackDown next week, then Bayley can enter the Money in the Bank ladder match. I don't see no harm in that. The only harm it could be is that we don't get the triple threat match that we want, which is sad. Yeah, I do agree. I'd like to see it, but it's whatever, man. It's whatever. It really is. For Bianca Belair, keep defending that title, girl. Really. Don't let people judge you. Don't let people laugh at you either. They can laugh behind your back because you know they're going to do that, but don't let them laugh at you. You laugh at them. They laugh at you. Probably some bad tips, but it's whatever. For Seth Rollins and Cesaro, I swear to God, if they go another round at feuding, I'm just gonna not watch. I'm done with it. I'm gonna be done with that. I love Cesaro. I'll watch for Cesaro, but fuck Seth Rollins. I respect the drip. I do not fucking care about the God. I love that Cesaro took off his glove and just shoved it in his mouth. Eat this, bitch. Oh God. So for Seth Rollins, for Seth Rollins and Cesaro, they should both enter the Money in the Bank ladder match. If I'm thinking logic here, I think that they should both be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. It gives both of them, obviously their feud will not continue. I do not want their feud to continue, but I still want them to do qualifying matches. So maybe Seth Rollins could take on Shinsuke Nakamura, or maybe actually Cesaro could take on Baron Corbin. You could have Big E take on, I don't know, someone. But yeah, you could put Seth Rollins in the match there too. Or if you wanted to, you could put Big E, Cesaro, Shinsuke, and Baron. Ooh, you could just put so many men in there. But I think for both of them, you should just, to make it more simpler, don't do a feud with them. Split them up. Let them go their own paths. Maybe like do some promos here and there with them. You know, be like, oh, you want to enter the Money in the Bank ladder match? Okay, qualifying match next week. Cool. Put them both in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Also with Big E and maybe Shinsuke Nakamura or Baron Corbin, depending on who gets that opportunity. I think Shinsuke should be good. I don't think Shinsuke should go for it. He already got the crown. You might as well put Baron Corbin in there. So for the SmackDown men's, here's my logic: Big E, Cesaro, Seth, and Corbin. There's your 4 for the Money in the Bank. Corbin's a former Money in the Bank winner himself. Obviously we need Big E. He's a powerhouse. Seth Rollins has been in Money in the Bank ladder match before too. Cesaro will get an opportunity. He's been in the Money in the Bank ladder match as well, but he never won it. He's not a winner of it. Nor is Big E. So there's, you 2 people who have won it and 2 people who haven't. So that's even great. For what's next? For Alexa Bliss, and I think I already explained that. Alexa Bliss, I guess, will go. I feel like Alexa Bliss should face the Nightmare, unless you want to keep fucking doing Charlotte and Rhea Ripley, which is probably the plan. But okay, cool. I think that Rhea Ripley should take on, the Twisted Bliss, and maybe you could give Twisted Bliss the championship. Who the fuck knows? But maybe the fans don't want to. Maybe WWE will listen and say, you know what? Okay, these fans are not feeling Alexa Bliss. That's perfectly fine, dandy. Thank you, WWE, if you do that. We don't want to see that. I'd rather see another round of Charlotte versus fucking Rhea Ripley and have it end disqualification than have Twisted Bliss win the Raw Women's Championship from Rhea Ripley. I don't want to see that. I don't. But you're gonna do it anyway, right? You're gonna do it anyway. So for Shayna Baszler, though, you put her in the Money in the Bank ladder match with Charlotte and Asuka and Nikki Cross. So there's your 4 women for Raw. I don't know about SmackDown. Can't really say until we get more women on there. But I think if you draft Naomi over to SmackDown, just saying, you might have a chance. You could do Naomi, Carmella, Liv Morgan, and Mia Yim. A debut Mia Yim on that. Poof. Or Bayley. Actually, I forgot about Bayley. Holy shit. Actually, that's perfect. We could keep, what, screw that. We can keep Naomi there. We can do a debut of Mia Yim on Money in the Bank. So you got Bayley, Mia Yim, Carmella, and Liv Morgan. Perfect. That's perfect. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. If you want to put them in the Money in the Bank ladder match, fuck it. Just don't. And I swear to God, do not. Actually, no. Fuck that. You know what? Sami Zayn wants to be a prick. You know what? Let him be a prick. Give him an IC title match. Oh, wait. He's already been an IC champion. Do something with the man. You know what? Actually, put him in the Money in the Bank ladder match. I'll take us someone from there and you put him in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Cesaro deserves to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match, by the way. But do something with Sammy. Make him be in a feud with Big E. Have Apollo take on Kevin Owens because they have been in a big feud. They could just let that shit keep rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley. I already explained that. Charlotte should hit the Money in the Bank ladder match. Rhea Ripley should take on Alexa Bliss, which WWE's probably going to do. And Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre should enter a feud with Jinder Mahal. Put them 2 in the Money in the Bank ladder match. With also the accompanied by Damian Priest and maybe, which would be amazing, a returning Keith Lee. I think that should happen. If you got Mia Yim returning, oh yeah, do Keith Lee as well. Make the motherfuckers return. And I wouldn't be surprised if Keith Lee was to win. Would not be surprised. Would not be surprised at all. Bobby Lashley, on the other hand, though, we already got that solved. if you haven't been watching Raw, which again, I wouldn't blame you, but they got Kofi Kingston set up for Bobby Lashley. So you got Bobby Lashley and Kofi Kingston likely to set up for Money in the Bank. And you're going to see fans. So I'm happy that WWE, I'm happy that we're going to go back to fans. This is perfect. Anybody who wants to see it, perfect. Go watch it. Go see it. Now, obviously, if you entered that draft pick shit that they do, the draft little, the draft for the WWE, who's going to win the match, who's going to do this. Again, I predict based off of logic. Tonight's little poll that I got, obviously, if we're counting the Charlotte Flair loss and the Rhea Ripley win for me, excluding kickoff, because I do not count kickoff unless the title is online. The reason I do that is because there's a possibility that there could be a new champion. So you understand. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 6 with 3 losses. So yes, 3 losses out of the 6 matches, 4 out of the 6. Oh my god, I'm fucking tired. I'm gonna go to bed. But I do want to make, and that was it. That's all of moving forward. But I want to make one more thing before I get off here. Say one more thing, because this is what's gonna happen tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be back on at 8 a.m. if I do not sleep in, and I will be discussing how I am going to predict Money in the Bank. Okay. Again, you've seen how I predicted WrestleMania, how I extend the rules a little bit. And WrestleMania, SummerSlam is but WrestleMania is the only time where I allow any nonsense. Only time. Money in the Bank is going to seem a little different, but I'm going to try to make it work for my ability to predict, okay? Because I did say before, I'm going to go off the 8-person status of the Money in the Bank ladder match and how it should work, but you'll understand the gist, because when I talked about 8 people, I can choose 4, leave 4 out. So with that in play, I will have to work around or see what I can do to it. But I know how I predict Money in the Bank. So 8 o'clock, same time as I usually do it in the morning. Be there. I will be discussing all that, and that's the only thing I will probably be on topic of. And I will also talk about the I guess the participants in the Money in the Bank ladder match via logic, what I think could be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Anyway, this was the results for Hell in a Cell. I hope you guys actually liked it. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave a like, comment down below. Tell me how you guys felt. What did you feel? Did you like it? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it decent? I don't know. I know that it was all right. If I was gonna give it a thumbs up, thumbs down in the middle, it's this middle. It's like Cesaro. The bar. That's what. Yeah, the bar. We don't just set the bar. We are the bar. Anyway, good night, everybody. Stay safe. Keep it real. I'll be on tomorrow, 8 o'clock.